Hello. It's good to see you. Today we are going to be wrapping some more gifts, like this nice scarf here. This is from Aldi. Isn't this pretty? It's this beautiful red, nice heavy knit scarf. And then I also have this really pretty, it's sort of a chunky knit black chenille scarf. These are infinity scarves. And I got these at Aldi. Now the presents we're wrapping today are really special. We're going to be wrapping presents for 7 ladies at a church near where my dad lives. He wanted to get them some gifts. And so we're going to use these little adhesive gift tags. We're going to do 7. These are part of 2 of the presents. Everybody also gets a pin. I have these beautiful rhinestone pins. Look at the Christmas tree. So we have 2 of the Christmas trees and 2 of these really pretty little sparkly rhinestone angels. 2 of those. And 2 rhinestone sparkly snowflake pins. So that's 6. And then finally I was able to find this one really pretty little cardinal pin. And I thought the cardinal pin would look really good with this red scarf right here. Actually goes this way. So we are going to put these in a gift box. Okay. So I don't need a really big box, but I have some here that we're going to use. I'm going to show those to you. All right. Now I'm not going to wrap these boxes. I'm just going to leave them like they are. Don't worry, we're going to have other things that need to be wrapped. But I had complaints in the last video because I wrapped the gift boxes and people spun on their eyebrows over it. So we're not going to wrap these. I'm going to wrap other stuff though. Look at the front. These are so cute. They're made to look like vintage signs. This one is really neat. I like the other one too. I'll show you that one in a minute. I found these at Dollar Tree. Aren't they cool? Sleigh rides. And see, it's made to look like a rusted old sign. I thought that was really cool. And then of course the bottom piece is just plain white. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this out. Now you see when you fold it out, it stays like this. Not pretty. So what we're going to do is take our tape. Today I am using Scotch satin finish gift wrap tape with the purple plaid here. We're going to take just a little piece of tape, put it on the inside right here. And that helps hold the sides out so they don't just buckle in. I mean, you can leave it like that, but I find that everything works better if you just, you know, straighten up these sides. See, just sort of press a piece of tape in there. Oh, look at that. Really nice. Yep. So remember, this is the top. Oops. You have to really press on it. Sometimes you'll get a side that's extra ornery and you'll have to put another piece on there. It'll fight you. Okay. So there's the top. And here's the bottom. And again, you see it does this right here. That's a fine shape for an hourglass, but not a gift box. So again, you just press, just take your thumb and your forefinger and you just press on that and smush it together. live in a world where my biggest problem is the fact that somebody put wrapping paper on a gift box. I'm honestly jealous. Okay, so now this is the bottom part here. So we need tissue paper. I have some here that's honestly cool. It has silver glitter sparkles in it. Let's do one piece of red and one piece of green in here. I think that would look nice. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to turn it to where it's kind of turned this way. So it's kind of wonky, but it's sort of a diamond shape. And the green piece I will lay straight. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is position the scarf in here. Now it's kind of fluffy. We're going to lovingly smush it a little bit. I'm doing it nicely. Okay, now we're going to put our little pin. The back is just, there's nothing back here that's going to stick to the scarf, so I'm just going to just nestle it right on top of the scarf. It doesn't completely cover it, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about it. Hot cocoa, warm blankets. Doesn't that sound nice? Now that we have everything in there, I like to take a little bit of tape and put it lengthwise on at least these sides. You can do all four. Typically, I just do it here. Just enough to keep it from popping open. So I'm going to put it lengthwise. It makes it easier to tear and open the package. There. All right. Now let me explain the position of bows on my package. I forgot to explain this last time and it bothered some people. These videos and my sandwich making videos really seem to upset people for different reasons. And I do want to explain the bow placement because some people were distressed by that. I do not place my bows in the center of any of my packages because a lot of the packages that I do, a lot of the presents, are going to be transported elsewhere. They're going to be packed up. I have this great big IKEA tote bag. It's huge. And when I'm delivering gifts, I just place them in the bag, you know? And if you put the bows right in the center of the packages, they're going to get smushed. They're going to get squashed. But if you put them up in the corners, wherever, you can sort of place your packages in such a way that the bow is less likely to get crushed. That is why I do not place them in the center. And also, the ones that are going to stay under the tree, if you put the bow in the center, you can't really place anything on top of it without crushing the bow. So I always put it kind of off to the side so I can set smaller presents on top up here. And I can, if I need to, I can stack them and position them. You have more options if you don't have a bow right in the middle. So I know it bothers people that I don't put the bow in the middle. I'm just explaining why I don't do that. Oh, this is pretty. Look, this is a textured bow. You can't really see it, but it's embossed with a little snowflake print. All right, we're gonna put that, let's put it about here so I'm not really covering up too much of that. Okay, and to keep from crushing the bow myself, I stick my finger down in it so I can apply some pressure to it and stick it to the package without squishing it. Now we're going to select one of these peel and stick labels for the present. Now I don't know the names of the ladies who are getting the gifts, so I'm going to leave the 2-section blank and then just put from Santa on there. They don't know me, so. But here's the first one. I think that looks really cool. I like the red and white border on there. That's nice. So there's our first present. Now the second gift, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be this black chunky knit chenille infinity scarf. It's so pretty. I found these at Aldi and they were only $4.99. So for this one, let's do one of the angel pins here with the rhinestones on it. Now we're going to wrap it the same way. Well, we're not really going to wrap it. We're going to put it in a gift box. So here's the bottom. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to tape these little ornery corners here. And you just press that tape, just mash it on there. My neighbor is hammering on something. My neighbor is out there hammering on something. I'm not really sure why. I could do a whole hypothetical update on the shenanigans that go on over there at my backyard neighbors. Our backyards meet, and my goodness. Theoretically, you wouldn't believe me if I told you some of the stuff that they do. I've never really talked about them very much. They're interesting. But anyway, if you hear any muffled banging, he's actually out there right now, hypothetically banging on a stump with a hammer, and I don't know why. So I don't know. Look at this one. Who cares about him? Look at this. This is another one that's made to look like a vintage little sign. Farm fresh Christmas trees, free delivery. There's the truck tree. Spruce, pine, fir, and cedar. So you have a nice selection. I thought these were nice. I got 2 of these gift boxes at Dollar Tree for only $1. They're really nice. Yeah, normally in my everyday real life, when I wrap gifts for people, if I have these, I don't put wrapping paper on them, but I wrap them in these videos because y'all like it when I wrap presents. So I wrap them for y'all, but then people, they get mad at me and say I'm wasting paper, so we won't wrap these. I do have some other stuff that we'll wrap. Making sandwiches and wrapping presents, you can't please anybody. I'm not sure why, but it really ignites something in people when I do this, and it bothers them. But they keep coming back, so thank you for that. Okay. Enough about that. So we're going to do this the same. Let's go ahead and do red and green paper in this one too. Here's the green paper. Wow, this is a lot. Okay, we have our two pieces here of our glittery paper. And again, we're going to nicely and lovingly squish this into the box. And we'll place our little angel pin. And again, it's taped over the back, so it's not going to pick anything. We'll just place that right in the middle, right there. Yeah, all the gifts that we're doing right now are going to these elderly ladies. They are actually at my dad's late wife's daughter-in-law's church. I don't know. Okay. Give it CPR. Okay. Now again, we're going to put a piece of tape here and on the other side. It's just enough to hold it closed, but it's not too hard to tear. All right, there's the second present. And a pretty little shiny red bow to put on this one. So you have to pull this little bit of paper off the adhesive. And again, I'm just going to put it, I don't want to cover this up. I'll just stick it there. Get a little label. These are neat, they're emblazoned with glitter. I broke 3 nails yesterday moving a couch. It's totally random, but kind of bummed about it. Okay, here is the second present for today. Okay, now we have the third one. And for this one, I have a smaller box. This was part of a set of gift boxes that I bought at Aldi. And it has Santa and his sleigh and his reindeer, and it says Season's Greetings. He's doing the E.T. thing going across the moon. All right, here's the gift. It's a cute little bag, and it has kitty cats on it. It's from Samuel Birch, it looks like. It's got little kitties on it. It's a cute little canvas bag with a doodly bob hanging off of it. And to go with that, let's do a pretty little snowflake pin. Okay, so we have our box here. This one is a little smaller. I'm going to do the same thing. See how they do? That drives me crazy. That's all right, we got tape. I've been doing this for years. In the top. Oh, it has little reindeer running across. Okay. Let's just do 2 pieces of red in here. That's 2. And place the bag in there. It's a little bit bigger than the box, but we're just going to fold it. We'll lovingly just smush it in there. Sometimes you have to just gently squish it. Don't forget the pen here. I'm just going to put it right on top. Okay, and again we're going to tape it. We're working with all sunlight today. I don't have any lights on. We had a horrible bunch of rain come through, and now the sun is trying to come out, and it's really nice. So for this one, I want to do something a little different. I'll show you that in just a second. Let me get a bow. Ooh, how about a nice cream colored bow? And we'll put that right above Santa's head. And again, the placing the bows way up here makes it so much easier to fit all of these into one big bag or smaller bags, or however I transport them. But I'm going to be going up to Virginia to take these, so I want to be able to transport them without damaging the bows. Okay, we need a label. Here's a snowman. we'll cover up Santa. We'll put it right there. Now, this is a present that I thought I would put a little note on. So if there's a person who likes cats, maybe they could give this to the cat person. So I'm going to put a little post-it note on here that can be removed. And I'm just going to write cat person question mark. And I'm going to mention that to my dad too, that this one, if there's one that likes cats, maybe she would like this one. So there we have our third gift. How about this red paper? It has hose all over it, and it says Jolly and Noel. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay. Now, we want the seam to be on the bottom. So we're going to flip it over. This is the back. Let's slide it a little. Okay, and we have plenty over here. Let's see, actually, we could probably slide it up a little bit. I'm positioning it so I can see where I'm going to need to cut. I'm probably going to cut some of this off. And I'm not going to waste my paper. I know a lot of people worry about the strips getting wasted. It will be recycled if I can't use it for something. And the sun will rise again in the morning and it's going to be okay. Okay. Now this paper does not have grid lines. Lay it back out. And I'm going to cut off some right along here too. I don't need all that. Don't worry. This piece of paper is going to be just fine. Now, we'll bring it over. Let me tear a few pieces of tape first so I have something to work with. I'm just sticking them on the side of the table. Make sure your paper is straight. You want to cut it crooked. That's all right. This doesn't matter. You won't see it when it's folded up. Okay. Now it's squishy, so you don't have really any defined corners or anything. So you just kind of have to feel the paper and work with it as best you can. I could have cut more. That's all right. It's really windy outside. We had some thunder and lightning earlier. It's supposed to get a lot colder starting tomorrow, I think. Okay, now you can feel the pin, it's right here. So here we have our big throw and the pin. Let's do another one of these textured stamped bows on here. I'll put it up here, perhaps. Right. See, I stick my finger down in there. Maybe up here. Now this paper is a little bit thinner, but I find for these videos, I went out and bought some paper that was thinner because I find that the thick paper is very noisy. It makes very crisp, hard sounds. This thinner paper is not quite so bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. You get a label. Let's do that great big one. Sure to get all these done and delivered so they'll have something to open on Christmas morning. Their stockings have already been delivered, and now I want to make sure they get this in time for Christmas. So here we have our fourth present. And for our next gift, we have a throw. This is also one from Aldi, and it's cute. It has little barns on it. It's so soft. Oh my goodness, it's incredibly soft. So we're going to do this, and let's put a little snowflake pin with that right here. So we're going to have it like this. And I'm also just going to wrap this. So it's going to be a little lumpy when we get done. But as I've said before, you know, as long as you cover it and you wrap it, you're doing it right. There is no right or wrong way to wrap presents. In fact, for most things in life, there's not just one right or wrong way to do it. If you find a way that works, then that's the way you should do it. Don't let anybody tell you you're doing it wrong just because you don't do it like they do. Some people have too much time on their hands and worry about things that don't matter. So here we have some really pretty navy blue paper. And it has all kinds of stuff on it. It says deck the halls, ho ho ho, jingle all the way, sleigh bells ring, Merry Christmas. This paper has a lot to say. Now let me see. Oh, we could definitely do it that way. I just try to figure the best way to do it. The best way to turn it, so I'm using the least amount of paper. You could do it this way and just fold it over. I mean, I could do it this way, but I'd have to, you know, have enough to go that way, and that's not necessary. Maybe about there. I want to make sure I have enough this way. Alright, now we're going to have plenty left over that we're going to cut off, and I'll use it on another present. Because I do have some smaller things to wrap later, and I'm just saving the stuff for that. I haven't gotten to those yet. Okay. We're going to turn it over. I wonder if I could just nestle that down in there. I could have done it with that other blanket and I didn't think about it. Well, it's peeking out. See, I just stuck it in there like that. This way. It looks like somebody wrote a ransom note on here. Look. It's like, what was that movie, Seven? Where there's all that stuff written at the beginning when they're showing the credits. Never mind. That's not very Christmassy. Sorry. My brain is like a circus. It's just always thinking of stuff. Okay. So we can trim some of this away. Don't worry about this paper. It's going to be just fine. This paper doesn't have grid lines under it, so it's harder to cut it straight, obviously. It's not going to matter, though. You're not going to notice that when it's folded. My neighbor is still out there hammering on a stump, and I don't really know why. Every now and then you hear just boom, 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 boom. He's out there with a hammer, just, I don't know. He works from home like I do, so maybe he's finally lost it. I'm not sure. Hypothetically. Now again, this present's going to be lumpy because it's just a rolled up throw. That's all right. Hoe warm. It says hoe warm. Happiness is a warm hoe. A lumpy gift. Ooh, we could go with a blue bow or a burgundy. I think we'll do burgundy. I try to find the spot that has a nice flat surface, like right here. This is a little more iffy. It's kind of concave right there. I think right here, this spot speaks to me. I think a bow belongs here. Right there. And a label. Here's one. And we'll just put that right there. we have it. I think this is the 5th one. Doesn't look too bad. Our next gift is a cookie assortment. These are from Favorina. I got these at Lidl. It is pronounced Lidl in the USA. I confirmed it with the company. This is an assortment of cookies with dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. They look good. I kind of want these for myself, but we're going to give these as a gift. I also want to include this really pretty angel pin. But you know what I think I'm going to do? Instead of just placing it there, I think we will wrap that separately and just stick it in here and then wrap it all together. I don't know, I just feel like it. We can use some of this perhaps. See, I told you it's going to be okay. And I'll show you a trick in just a second. When you have a little piece like this, that you could wrap a matchbox in it, I guess, but that would be about it. I save these, and when I'm ready to put away my paper, like say I have this roll of wrapping paper, if you put it away like this, the paper is going to come apart. It's going to come out and get torn. I just take pieces like this, wrap it over, and then place the tape on this piece so it's not on here. And when I need this roll again, I just slide it off and the roll is ready to go. So that's probably going to be the fate of that little piece right there. I don't need that paper yet. So we're going to turn this over. That's such a pretty little pin. Look at that. Little angel. Do it like that. Okay. I'm just folding the sides. I'm going to fold it up like that. And this doesn't have to be elaborate because it's actually going to be in here, and then we're just going to put paper over all of it. So then see, we'll just take this little packet like this and set it on here. And then we're just going to wrap all this together. And here's some pretty paper. I actually found this at Goodwill. You can find wrapping paper at Goodwill pretty frequently. It has all kinds of stuff on it. Merry and Bright, Jingle, Winter Wishes, Christmas, Snow, Joy, Holly Jolly, Noel, and little trees. Okay, let's see how we can do this here. We can do it this way. Like this way. Yeah, I just cut it about there. There's no grid, but you can kind of follow the pattern. Like I noticed that my cut that I made is just above the word joy. So I should be okay if I just follow along and just cut above the word joy all the way down. Hopefully. So we'll place this there upside down. And this upside down. I'm going to have extra. I can use this piece for something else. It's okay. Now make sure that the paper is not too loose, but you don't want to pull it too tightly, especially if it's a thinner paper, because it can tear. I'll put a piece in the middle. We'll do one here. And one here. Okay. Hopefully I'll have enough to cover the sides. If you don't though, you can just cut a strip. You can just cut a strip and stick it in there and it will cover it. Yeah, this side's okay. We have these little pieces that stick down. You can just take those too. Yeah, a lot of people do this with double-sided tape or glue. I am not that motivated. I have a lot of presents to wrap. Okay. Oops. Yeah, we're not going to have enough over here. I cut it too short, but that's all right. We're just going to cut a little strip of this. It's still going to be okay. I'll take good care of it. So we're going to stick that in there. And now what you do, you're going to have to tape the top flap to the piece you inserted and the bottom to the piece you inserted. So it's not going to look perfect, but at least it'll be covered up and you can still use this. It's sticking out, that's all right. You do end up having to use a little bit more tape, but you know, it happens. It's okay. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. I screwed it up. Boy, I sure did. It's still not enough. Well, all that's sticking out is a barcode. I don't think they'll get too mad about it. that's our little box of cookies and the little pin right there. Maybe I'll put the bow. This corner is pretty good. We'll use the little blue one on this one. And the label. We have one big one left on this page. There. So there we have our 6th present. And this will be our 7th and final gift. I just noticed there's a price tag on here. Let's take that off. Well, that was a heck of a thing. I had a hard time getting that off of there. It tore in all these little pieces. But this is nice. It's a large print calendar, and it comes with a little address book and a 2-year planner for 2021 through 2022. So it's a calendar with flowers, and it's large print with big blocks, so it's easy to read. I thought that might be good. Okay, so we're going to do this and a little Christmas tree pin, and it has these pretty rhinestones on it. So maybe again we'll do this one like we did the other one. I think we could put this here. This will be about perfect. Look at that. Looks like it was made for it. Okay, so there's our little pin. And wrapping calendars is easy. I thought that was really neat, and it has all kinds of flowers on it. I guess the flowers are just on the border. Yeah, it must just be the border. Like there's not, with most calendars, the top part that folds up has a big picture, but since these are such large blocks, I guess they don't have that. Okay, I have some really pretty red paper here with little white snowflakes on it. This is pretty much square, so I don't think it really matters which way you turn it. Yeah, calendars are easy to wrap. I'll make sure I leave enough paper this time. There's really not much of a pattern to follow here. Well, there kind of is. And don't forget the pen. We're flipping them over. have these sides here, and it's basically flat. So we're just going to pick up these corners and fold them over like this. And then you kind of trim a little bit of that. With really flat packages, you'll find that when you fold it over, the white part of the paper will show. If you trim it on the top a little bit, it helps to prevent that from happening, although it did a little bit right there. Don't look at that. Let's fold them in on the sides. And you have to kind of crease it and fold it up. And the pin is right there. You can really do any of these corners here. How about a little green bow? Ooh, it's kind of sparkly. And a label. Oh, here's one that says joy. A great big one. There. So that is our 7th and final present for the ladies, the church ladies. We're going to wrap just a few more today. Now I have 2 presents to wrap, and I wanted to get them done today because I actually have to mail these out. These are for 2 very special young ladies. This is for the first one. We have this nice wet detangle brush, and it's the champagne toast style. It's very sparkly. It's kind of gold down here at the bottom, and then up here it's kind of pink. So we're going to do that. And I have a scarf. Isn't this pretty? It's a beautiful scarf. This is from Universal Thread. It comes with a ring to hang it by. I made sure to remove the price. Okay. Boy, it's long. Look at that. So I'm going to do the scarf and the brush, and the second present is basically the same, but a different scarf and a different brush. They don't watch my videos. It's fine. They're not going to know. Okay. So now these we're just going to put in gift boxes because I'm not going to put a bow on it or anything or a tag. These are just going to go in a separate box to be mailed out, like a priority mail box. So I think these are small enough to fit. we're not going to wrap these, so we're just going to leave them in the box. These are some more of my boxes from Aldi. It's like a little winter village. It's very cute little footprints in the snow. Okay. So we open it up. And we're going to put tape here. And again, we're just keeping it from doing like that. Okay, so this is the bottom of the box. And here's the top. And we'll do the tissue paper again. Let's do 2 pieces of green in here. So sparkly, look at that. I love it. Turning them kind of catty corner to one another. We're going to lovingly squish the scarf down in here. And let's see if we can fit this brush in here. I'll just lovingly compress it. Like you're gently packing for vacation. You're not going on vacation. No one is. It sucks, I'm sorry. I'm not either. Okay. And again, I'm just going to put a piece here. And another piece here. Okay, and again, this is going into another box, so I'm not going to bother putting a bow on it because it'll just get messed up. So, and I'm going to put it in with a Christmas card. I'm just going to pack it all together in a box and ship it out, so it will get there in time for Christmas. So that is the first little thing here for a very special person, and we're going to do another one now. So here we have the second scarf. This is also from Universal Thread. Isn't it pretty? I love the little tassels on here. And to go with this one, we have another wet brush. This one is more just kind of like a violet color, but it's still sparkly. And look at all the sequin. It's not sequins, glitter on it. I love these brushes. I have one myself and I use it all the time. It's great. So we're going to put these together for a gift. And this one is also going to be mailed, so I'm just going to use this plain gift box. And we're not going to wrap it or put bows on it or anything because, again, it's going to go into a larger box to be mailed. Fold it out. Again, we're going to shore up these sides here. We're going to reinforce them with some tape. There's that one. Oh, look at the pretty holly. I didn't see the holly on it. This is the sides. Isn't that pretty? And then we have little reindeer. These were a set of gift boxes that I bought from Aldi recently. And we'll do red. Let's do red tissue paper. Okay. We're going to lovingly squish them in here. Craziest thing earlier today. It just happened so fast. I was looking outside and there were some birds on the bird feeder, and out of nowhere this hawk came flying down and it grabbed a bird and flew away with it. I have never seen that happen before. That was crazy. Nature is just not, nature is insane. Nature does not play. Grabbed that thing and took off. Had got him a meal to go this morning. That was like his drive-through. I mean, I'm talking, he was here and gone in like 3 seconds. never saw it coming. You don't expect that when you're just leisurely munching away on sunflower seeds at 7:30 in the morning. You never know when your number's up. I tell you what, it's a lesson in life. You never know when your time's gonna come. That bird sure didn't know. One minute you're munching on breakfast, and the next minute you are breakfast. Sorry, that's grim. I apologize. I just had to tell somebody. That was crazy. Okay, now this is the second gift. So this is great. This means I can actually get these mailed out today. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, this is going to be our last gift for today. This is for a lovely person. We have Dr. Teal's Soothe and Sleep Epsom Salt Soak, Foaming Bath, Body Wash, Bath and Body Oil, and even a pillow spray. So you can have your pillow smelling nice too. And it has a little scratch and sniff sticker here for the lavender scent. And along with that, I'm just going to put this on top. This is a little face mask that has cooking implements on it. So we're just gonna like put that on top and just wrap everything together. We're just gonna wrap it like that. Let's go back to the ho 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 paper. I'm gonna, let's see. We should be able to do it this way. I think that'll be fine. There's a price. I forgot to take the price tag off. There. I don't want to be tacky and leave that on there. Okay. Let's flip it over. Try to get it positioned correctly. Now, cut about here. Let me flip it over. This paper has no grid lines. So again, we're going to place things in there upside down, like that. See, that way the seam is on the back side of the present. I like wrapping presents this way because this is the way my mom taught me to do it when I was 8, and it just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. I know there are other techniques and ways to wrap presents, but this will always be my favorite way. I've been wrapping them this way for 39 years. And you have your paper here that you're going to fold down, crease the sides. I just saw a school bus go by. That was weird. That's the first school bus I've seen in probably about 8 months. kind of strange. They're probably just practicing the route. They're supposed to go back into school in January, but we don't know yet if that's going to actually happen. They're probably just having them drive around and follow the routes, I guess. I don't know. So this is the first school bus I've seen come down my street since March. So you had 9 months. Gosh. These little pieces are sticking out. That present, and for this one I have a nice kind of a greenish silver bow. That's very interesting. The mask is right there. This is a good place right here. And again, the reason I don't put them in the middle is because these are going to be packed. This is one that I'm going to be taking and delivering. So it's going to be placed in a tote, like a tote bag. If I place the bow up here, I can stack them a little easier in the tote without squishing the bow. But when you wrap your presents, you put the bow wherever you want to. You could put 50 bows. You could just cover it in bows. Or don't use bows. That's fine too. And a sticker there. And there we have our last present for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing all the gifts and getting to wrap everything. I sure did. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye. I forgot to show you my wreath. I made this wreath yesterday. It's big. This is an 18-inch wreath form that I found at Dollar Tree. And I just took some of the leftover mesh and ribbon and stuff that I had up in the attic and some little decorative pieces, and I made a great big wreath. Look at this thing, is massive. I just had to show it to you. I thought it turned out nice. I even stuck a little rose in there that I found in there. So yeah, I just wanted to take a second and show you that.